What happened was that that on the F train that basically there was a three teenagers that was bothering and harassing an Asian family though, including two girls, right? So basically it all started when that they were poking fun at the lady and stuff like that because of how she was sitting, which is kind of really ridiculous in my opinion. And then after that, she laughed with them, and then like they felt some type of way, and then they, say, curse words, profanity, whatever, and then like, one of them told her that, to go back to where you came from, stuff like that. And then like, this is where like there was a scream match going on to the F train, you know. And then like a woman who go by the name of Joanna Lynn, who gave her story, and shout outs to her for doing the right thing. So she like recorded the whole incident, and then honestly, yeah, like she got hit at one point, right? Yeah, most of the time, according to her, right? So yeah, so that's what it is. That train is really like becoming like a well-known type of train though, where you would get stopped by an 8 jacket guy, or even get chokehold by a marine these days. You know what I mean? But a lot of crazy things going on to that train. So I haven't really taken them all the time. So this is what's going on. So and I'll show you the video so you know what I'm talking about.
What the fuck you standing up for, bitch? You're not gonna do shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do shit. Word to my dad, you lucky? Bro, word to my dad, you lucky your 2 kids is here? Because I'm gonna smash you. I'm not gonna even do that in front of your daughters. Word to my dad. You lucky she over here crying. Word to my dad. Word to my dad.
But look, it's their video. Everybody can see what's there.
Somebody! You just fucking touch me, bitch! The fuck? Wow!
I don't care if you get
Get off! Why are they so angry?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like really like messed up though. Cause yeah, and then I'm gonna like read you to what Joanna Lynn said to her story. So onto Instagram. So the girl started laughing at us out of nowhere. My girl said it was because of the way I was sitting, one leg extended and the other one bent. I thought it may have been the only way I was typing on my phone with one finger. I'm an old lady. When I finally look at them, they start laughing harder and start pointing. It was difficult to ignore, so I laughed with them. And when their demeanor changed and the F-bombs started flying, I never called them black, told them to stay in school and get out of their situation. Would love to know why they were laughing and pointing at us. My twin just gave me more information, said teens were pointing at one twin laughing, look at her face, and then cackling and pointing of how I was scrolling on my phone. The education and stay in school comment came out because of their heavy use of bitch and fuck, used as adverb, non-adjective, definitely not the best retort when I was inflamed and being screamed at. The girl in the white shirt clearly said, go back to your country, go back to where you came from, bitch. I don't have any social media, so I cannot comment on your feed. You can't really, because it's kind of weird, because when I look at the video, right, okay, because when you look at it carefully, right, if you pause it, right, you will see that that the train it happened like at 8 o'clock, yeah, like past the 8 o'clock p.m., right? And then I'm like wondering that, okay, like were the girls were drunk or something, because it's kind of like really weird for someone to to really like laugh at somebody just because how they sit and how they were doing their phone. Because if anything, they could just like mind their business and stuff like that, you know. Because I really don't understand why would the girls even started to do that in the first place though. Some of the video that it was on the news, it wasn't onto her page, right? So basically though, they did have footage of her pointing at the woman. Do I believe that it's a crime? It would appear so. Do I think the girls were wrong? Yes, I do believe they're wrong. Should they learn a lesson? Yes. Is there a time for improvement? Exactly. Yeah. I would definitely say that. Because the thing is, though, is that the girls were being perpetrated because you were laughing at somebody though just because it was a small thing, right? Which is quite weird. Okay, and the thing is though is that that they could what they could have done was that they should have waited the couples wait for the family to leave, right, and then they can have the side conversation, because when you have side conversation in front of people, that's gonna initiate a whole bunch of drama, and these days it's it's not only in Europe. I see other videos where people do tend to start with people and have side conversation with someone in front of them though, because for me though, it's when you do stuff like that in front of them though, it's kind of you're kind of creating more trouble though, and it shouldn't matter though, because that lady was minding her own business, and so was the family though. Okay, and then consider the fact that you have to lay a finger at somebody who's recording you though. Okay, and then MTA is a public space, right? So whenever you do some weird thing, you're gonna get recorded at one point. So you can't really get mad at the lady though who recording though, when really you started this whole thing though. Because these days though, that if anything happened though, people are gonna pull their phone. People are gonna get out the train as much as possible. I haven't been on the train for a long time, and then I happen to still know the things that you should do and what you shouldn't do onto the train. The ladies need to take accountability though. And what's so weird though is that one of the girls kind of really does look Asian and stuff like that, but it's kind of really ironic though. Is it that she's one of the girls were she would be charged with hate crime, but then she's what, Lacanese, stuff like that. I don't know, but to me she looked that she have Asian in her family. That's what she got looks like though. I want to talk about the thing about what I said about the other video when I said about the hate crime hoaxes. Yeah. Okay, I did say that yes, the news and the news they do promote a lot of the hate crime hoaxes. However, there are still some cases that that there are hate crime that's true. Like the video I present you as an example. And the thing is though is that the news just needs to be careful how they start spreading information to people though, because when you keep spreading false information, it's gonna make people not want to believe the other thing. Because when I saw the story, right, I wasn't gonna believe it first, but then I had to do research. I had to look at find out the girl's name and see okay, what really happened though. And when I watched her story, when I saw what was going on, I believe her. And then she did the right thing what she did. So yeah, the difference is between the two cases, right, that we heard recently, right, was that at the gas station though, was that the gay guys were going after a teenager, right, okay, which they should have walked away, right, and then the other one, okay, the teenagers were assaulting grown up and stuff like that, all because of simply that a recording or just words that didn't seem very hurtful or anything in the matter though, but either or, both of the situation was pretty bad, and I would not recommend anyone to just lay your finger on people just because someone said something to you, or just because you feel hey, I want to dominate the situation, because that, and if anything The girls were lucky that you're still alive, because if anything, if the roles was swapped at one point, they would have been stabbed at one point. Yeah, they probably would. Because that's why I'm saying that you got to be careful of how you handle situation, how you deal with stuff. Because you can't feel like I had to lay a finger. Okay, I had to lay a finger at people. Okay, just because I feel some type of way, or just because I would do stuff like that. So whatever. Because you can't be doing this to people though. Okay, yeah, just take the temptation and keep moving. Okay, do what you need to do. That's it. Okay, you don't have to to prove anything or pass anything on to the strangers. Just keep doing what you do, and that's it. You don't have to just antagonize people, create a whole bunch of problems, and that's it. Just leave it as that. But anyway, leave the comment section below. So thank you for spending time to watch myself. So yeah, you know, later.